Johnny from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Kajun Roots, Johnny understands. Johnny understands. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. I say, I say, I say. Who says I say, I say? Johnny says I say, I say. When everyone says no, Johnny say yes. Special man.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Kajun Roots, Johnny understands. Johnny understands. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Hello, good morning, and welcome on this TGIF. And how's everybody doing this morning? Yes, it is cold outside. It is 13 degrees here, and we're supposed to be getting some snow this weekend. It's an indoor weekend, I guess. First in the chat was Al. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And yes, you made it in the chat first. Ellen, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Never miss an opportunity to put a smile on someone's face. It might be the only one they get. I like that, and I like that. Ellen, if you are still here, let me know, please. I have a question for you. TZ, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Chrissy and Stacy, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Regina, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you, and welcome. Quote of the day. You have to participate recently in every your own business. Blessings. I like that. And little Debbie, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Y'all, 23 degrees? What? Ellen is 46 degrees. TZ, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you, and I agree with you 100%. The Lord will always guide you. Amen on that one. Al says it's 19. Yeah, you south of me. 13 here. Welch, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. It's been a while, so happy New Year's. I haven't seen you since the new year. And Jennifer, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And Amber, hello, good morning, and welcome. I saw your little post on Facebook. Congratulations on your new milestones with YouTube. Yeah, y'all been pretty busy. And Kevin, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And Jay, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Ashley, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you, and welcome. And Scarlett, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. And look who's here early. Ella. Hello, good morning, and welcome, Ella. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And Lenore, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. I'm getting hot in here. Oh, Lord Jesus, child. Thank God you're at home. Ha! Not on screen. Oh, Lord Jesus, child. You're cold in Florida. What's the temp like in your area? No talking. It's too cold for that. You right about that. And Glenn, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Miss Denise, you were busy yesterday. Whoa, you were on a lot of shows yesterday, huh? You were busy yesterday. And I missed your morning, the morning when you did, but I went back and watched it. Yeah, it is cold in Florida too. What? What's going on? Ellen, if you don't mind, if you have a time after the show, I have some questions for you that I would love to chit chat with you after the show. If you can come on and join me after the show. If you don't mind, if you have time. Let's see who else is here. Everybody's chit-chatting. Hetty, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you and welcome. Michael, congratulations on finally getting the new house. I saw you got the keys and y'all, congratulations. Looking forward to seeing more videos or pictures. I saw the pictures of the house on Facebook too. Resale therapy this Sunday, that's right. 31 in Florida. What? I say go back to bed and take right. For those that yesterday we were talking about that new website Vinted. I went on ahead and signed up for it. If you would like to try it out for free, I was kind of doing some research on it this morning, and we'll talk more about that for next week. That's a different show. Today we're going to do the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It, of course. So I have some research I've been doing, and I have some information in reference to Jay, which you had talked about in yesterday's show about the website called Vinted. I did look into more of that, and I figured out why when you made that comment yesterday. So I got that answer for y'all. As well as I do have a referral code in my comment section on the post section. If you would like to give it a try, it's free. But there's a bonus when you sign up. You get extra little cash, and I get some little bonus cash. So yeah, check it out, and I will be listing some stuff this weekend. There's a lot of availability that you can list on, and it's all free. You don't have to pay for nothing. You get your full cost. So yeah, check that out. It's called Vinted. I do have it in my post section of the comments on this channel. Yes, it's been forever. Good to see you. Welcome, Alan. I wish I had to get ready for my auction. Yeah. Let's see. Can do Johnny all fired up. Okay, thank you, Alan. Aren't you busy? Yes. You're welcome. Congratulations. I know how that is. That's right. You're gonna need the gloves, hat, scarf, everything, right? Long johns. Yeah, usually you get that code usually in Florida. Usually it's not that bad. Carol, congratulations. You won one of the giveaways last night on Ellen's Live. I got the chance to watch the whole thing. Johnny, I sold the second shaver this morning for $150. Awesome, Ella. Sold another one for $150. Will you go, girl? Don't forget, every Friday, if you send me in items that you sold on your platforms, no matter what platform it is on, we do. If you send it to me, it's a link to the item that you sold, and in the email you will include how much you paid for it, where did you buy it, if you know how long it took to sell, and if you took an offer, what was that offer for? And that's what we do every Friday. And today's no different. TGIF with the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It show. I do have two people that sent me some stuff in for the morning show. And our first one that we're going to show is from Regina. And then we have some from Cheryl Beach and Jim. So we'll go ahead and get ready to get started. So without further ado, let's get into our show for the day.
It's time for everybody's favorite segment where we ask,
would you buy it or would you leave it?
The game show that asks, when you're out and about sourcing, would you buy it for resale? How much you would pay for it? Or would you leave it? And now the host of Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It, Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller.
All right, let me switch this around and let's get this party started. Remember, it's a would you buy it or would you leave it? And if you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it might have sold for? Again, I will show you the final cost of what it was sold for, and I will go along with their information they did send me in their email. Auntie Mama, I just saw you come in. Now I got to find you in the stream because I am way up there. Angie's Oddities, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Why do I feel like I've been called to the office? No, it's nothing bad. I have questions for you. That's all. Auntie Mama, hello, good morning, and welcome. It's all good. Yeah, this time you call to the office is a good one. Yeah. The bar we go to is closing down. They have a huge class. Ooh, there you go. Ooh, that sounds nice. The principal's office, Ellen. Let's see. I got to put my phones on Do Not Disturb. Heather, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you and welcome. All right, this first item, actually, the first two items are the same, but I'll tell you a little bit about them as soon as we go through the first one. This is a Commonwealth Moose Christmas plush stuffed animal from 1986 with its scarf and hat. So it's from 1986. Here's the pictures. It's got its Christmas hat, scarf. It's got its tag, tush tag. 1987 is what the tag said, but it said 86 in the listing. 1987. Okay. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? 710, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And also Maria, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. All right. Would you buy this or would you leave it? I've only had a half a cup of coffee. I hope questions are easy. Yes, they are. Yeah. Nope. You don't have to worry about any of that, Ella. This will be after the show behind the scenes. Yeah, you'll be fine. No problem. All right. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it might have sold for? Amber says, I would buy it for $1.99 and it would sell for $23. And again, this did sell on Poshmark. And I do have two back-to-back of the same item, but I'll tell you more about it after we show you what it sold for. I had to take a double take when Regina sent this to me, and then I realized after reading all the email item stuff, then I realized why she had two. Ellen says, I'd pick this up for $3 and sell it for $20. Jennifer says, pick it up for $2 and sell it for $18. This kind of stuff reminds me of Chris, when Chris from Kajun Reseller started with all his plush. And I'm very picky on the plush I pick up. But I would have picked this up. Maria says, I would buy it for $5 and sell it for $15. Maria, would it be okay if I still call you Love? Because I still remember you as Love Hollis. You let me know what you want me to call you. Never late for dinner, right? Always have to start thinking of what to call you when I see you. Now that I know who you are. Jeffrey, hello, good morning and welcome, and I hope you're feeling better. June 16th, that's my birthday. What? I am thinking of my oldest brother today. 7 months ago, he passed away in June. Yeah, that was my birthday. Yes, love. Thank you. I like that. Good. I didn't got to think. There's Chris's link, by the way, if you haven't checked that out. He does a lot of plush. When I first started watching YouTube and he was on, I would watch a lot of what he got, and it was amazing. And that's what got me into plush. So yeah, check him out. There's his link. Thank you for dropping that, Jennifer. All right, I'm not seeing anybody else coming in with a guess. This is something that sold on Poshmark, and again, she did have two that sold, but different times that she purchased them. Let's see. She bought this at Goodwill. This one I'm showing now. She purchased this at Goodwill for $6. It took about 1.5 years to sell, but finally did on Poshmark for full asking price just after Christmas. And again, that she bought this one for $6 at Goodwill and sold it for full asking price. And I just emptied it off. Anyway, I'll show the second one. Sold it for $40. And the second one, she got it 6 months ago after getting the first moose. She paid $10 for this one with a private purchase and paid $10 for the second one. But they both sold for $40. Both of them. Yeah. And the first one she paid for $6. The second one she paid $10. And she got them both sold for $40. Congratulations on that one. That was sent in by Regina. Thought you were going to say that. Yep, she sure did. And they both sold for the same price, even though she paid $6 for one and $10 for the other. And of course, they were different times too. So that was pretty cool. All right, this next item. This is, I remember this game like it was yesterday. Back in the day, we used to play this when we were kids and as our family game night. So let me get these tabs closed so I can get to that game. This is Pokino board game, Poker Keno game from 1970, and it is complete. I remember we used to always have it, pick it up, put it in a box, all that good stuff. Yes, they are, Regina. You are right about that when it comes to plush. Yep. 2 to 12 players made in the United States, US of A. The box is a little rough, but that's okay because it is complete. That's what matters, right? I remember this game. We used to play it a lot. That was our game night thing when we played games. All right, let me see what the chat is saying. More time moves. Everything in Canada is 1990s. Hard to find. Yeah. And then again, most times the plush are hard, long tail, but that's okay. Cheryl, hello, good morning, and welcome. I got your items ready for the show this morning. Thank you for sending those in. And thank you, Regina, for sending items in as well. Angie says, I'd pick this up for 2 and sell it for 2. Okay. Unless it's more than 2. Let's see, probably 20. Lenore, everybody's saying hello. Good morning. Miss Denise says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for 12. Amber says, I would pick this up for $3.99 and sell it for 20. Love says, I'd pick this up for 3 and sell it for 20. 20 seems like the going price. Good morning, Tina. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Again, would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it might have sold for? I remember this was very popular back in the day. And again, this is from the 1970s. All right, I'm not seeing any other comments coming in for this. And let me go to the email. And let's see, she said she picked this up at an estate sale for about a year ago. She cannot remember how much she paid for it, but probably about $5. It did take about 8 months to sell after getting it listed and sold for full asking price on Poshmark. And she sold it for $16. Sold it for $16. All right. The next item is also sent in by Regina. I remember this. My mom used to do this. The original Fleming bottle and jug cutter. My mom used to always do this kind of stuff and put like ships in a bottle and stuff like that, make designs in them, which was always interesting. But we had one of those, but my mom did them. And she would do those things with a ship in a bottle. Let's see. This is from, let me get the info here. The original Fleming bottle and jug kit, cutting kit sealed, and the box was a little disarray. Let's see. All right, I don't see a year on this one. But anywho, let's see. All right, let's see what the chat is saying. Whatnot. Miss Denise says, I would leave it. Little Debbie says, we had one. My mom had one. Yeah. She used to make those ships in a bottle things with this. It was interesting. Let's see. Amber says, I picked this up for $3.99 and sell it for $23. Little Debbie says, for free and turn it into $16. Carol says, I would pick it up for $5 and sell it for $45.69. $45. $54 and wait. Yeah, $45.69. You always throw those 69 cents in there. Ellen says, I would pay $3 just to play with it and make some neat candle holders. Again, that's pretty interesting, but it was still sealed. Yeah, the little cover was a little disarray, but it was still sealed. Lenore says, I'd pick this up for $3 and sell it for 15 cents. Okay. And let's see. Love says, I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $50. Scarlett says, I'd pick this up for $3 and sell it for $69. Regina says that she bought this at a garage sale for $1. She picked it up because she thought it was really neat, even though the plastic was torn a little bit. And because we changed our business model, it took 2 years to sell. Updated her listing 5 months ago, and it finally sold for full asking price of $19.99. Ellen. Yes, indeed, Ellen. She's going to sell everything for $69. All right, now we're going to shift on over from Cheryl Bajan Jim's items as she sent in. This first item is, as I close that tab, this is the Mankind WWE Mattel Elite ringside exclusive 3-face of Mickey Foley figure. Interesting. I like the box the way it is. He's got like a weird thing on his face. Some blurriness going on there. All right, so would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it's so far. I just looked at the price that you sold it for, girl. Oh, I would definitely pick this one up. I love picking up this kind of stuff. That is awesome. Hello, everyone that said hello and everyone I missed. Sorry, I'm helping mom. All right, that's understandable. Andrew says I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $25. Miss Denise says I would pick this up for $2 and sell it for $24.95. Amber says I'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for $15. I would definitely pick this up. I do really well, in which I need to find more. I got to get more listed. I do really well with this type of stuff. But Cheryl sent this one in. Anyone else, would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? I gotta look. My brand thing here is too big here. Let me lower that. Why did I get that high? All right, there we go. All right, Regina says I'd pick this up for $3 and sell it for $25. All right, so Cheryl says that she picked this up. Let's see. Yep, she sure did. She got this she won this on Defend the Hustle. Took 2 months to sell. She got this from Buffalo Picker, Defend the Hustle. That's one of the things about with his channel. If you're in his chats, he does giveaways. And this is one of those that she got from Buffalo Picker, Defend the Hustle. It only took 2 months to sell, so she got it for free. Yeah, Cheryl, you know how I am too with that. She said I knew it. Uh-huh. And she sold this for $35.50. Only took 2 months to sell. I like that. Yep. I agree with you there, Jennifer. I kind of knew that, but I was surprised with what it sold for. All right, this next item is also from Cheryl. This is a Christmas Disney Mickey Mouse figure, 14 inches tall, missing battery cover, but works. And it's got extra light bulbs. Battery timer. Okay. 14 inches. 14 inches tall. There's the battery compartment. He must have been working through a lot of snow with that stuff on his shirt. What is that? Oh, it must have been just the way you were showing the lights. Okay, I see it. That's some cool little light bulbs too. All right, so would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it might have sold for? Get back to the email. Okay. Regina says, I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $40. Amber says, I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $50. Angie says, I would pick it up for $5 and sell it for $40. Glenn says, I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $45. And Love says she would pick this up for $4 and sell it for $30. I would definitely pick this one up. I just like I like selling Christmas ornaments. I do that all year round. Carol says pick it up for $5 and sell it for $69. Carol. All right, let me get back to the email. Let's see. She bought this at a local auction as part of a lot. She won the lot for $17. There was 4 different pieces in that lot. So she paid $17 for 4 different pieces. And remember, the battery compartment was missing the cover, but she still sold it for. Are y'all ready for this? $17 for 4 pieces. This sale already put her over in profit because she sold it for $45.95. I love bundling lots. I love buying lots. That is awesome. Yep, that's what I say too. All right. Again, this next item is also sent in by Cheryl. Yet it is an amazing sale. Yep. Like I said, even with the battery compartment missing, it took a couple of months to sell it, but it's still sold. This is a Fisher-Price Loving Family Dollhouse Fireplace. Seasonal music, sound, and lights work. Show you the pictures. I love the background, the way you did that. Is that like a table cover, Cheryl? I like that. Oh, cool. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Got to go to work. All right, Amber, thank you so much. Angie says, I would pay $3 for it and sell it for $20. It is cute. Miss Denise says, I'd pick this up for $2 and sell it for $15. Regina says, I'd pick it up for $1 and sell it for $25. Don't work too hard, Amber. Carol says, I'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for $25.69. Love says, I'd pick this up for $6 and sell it for $25. Terry, hello, good morning, and welcome. Did you change your channel name? Pick it up for $5 and sell it for $40. It was wallpaper? Really? I like that background. That's pretty cool. Let me see who this is actually with your channel name. It's a different Terry. Okay. That's why. Welcome, Terry. I thought it was a table cover, but I like that idea. Don't forget to hit the man. Thank you so much, Amber. Just name. Okay. Regina, we think we are like scary. Yeah, you're right about that. And hello, good morning, and welcome, Terry, by the way. Okay. You did change your name. Okay. Because I already was subscribed and following you, so that's why I want to make sure. All right. At least I know it's still the same. Just a different name. Okay. Yeah. I kind of figured it. I wasn't sure. I don't like this. All right, so let's see what she said she picked this up for. Let me go to the email on my other monitor here. She picked this up for 99 cents at her Goodwill, and it only took a month and a half to sell. She wished she would have done a video on that. That would have been pretty cool, especially with the music and the lights, with the fireplace. So she picked this up for 99 cents at Goodwill, and she sold it for $14.99. I never get to find Barbie doll stuff like that, though. The furniture, I guess because I don't look for it. I don't know why, but yeah, I would have picked that up. All right, now we're going to go into some of the items I sold. This first item sold on Etsy. This is a vintage 1950s Nutcracker Chinese porcelain blue and white floral teapot, octagon shape with lid. It is in the shape of an octagon. No chips, no cracks, no crazing. I thought it was pretty cool. It was different. That's why I picked it up. And it's sold on Etsy. I did make sure to have every single area covered on it. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for. Terry says pick it up for $3 and sell it for $30. That is pretty. I have a different one, but it's not in the octagon shape. I did buy multiples at this particular place where this one was the only one that was shaped like this. Buy and keep it for a while, says Cheryl. Regina says pick it up for $3 and sell it for $40. I'm a little cheap. Mr. Nee says pick it up for $2 and sell it for $45. Carol says pick it up for $4 and sell it for $69. Angie says I would pass. Very seldom I'll ever pass on different odd looking things like this. I love picking up stuff like this. Anyone else has anything to go with this? Cheryl, a chocolate teapot? All right, Glenn, don't work too hard, and thank you for coming on in. Don't forget, if y'all want to send in any sales, send it into my email. You can do it as soon as today if you choose to. And I do star those, so I have them ready for the show on Friday morning. Just make sure it's in my inbox before 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. Susie, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? And she says, I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $25. Yes, be safe and don't work too hard. Good morning, Susie. How are you doing today? And welcome. All right. This I picked up at a garage sale where I bought it in a complete lot of a whole bunch of stuff I bought, a whole bunch of ceramic stuff, by the way. So as the lot, I put it together and they gave me a price and I paid for it. My cost, 44 cents. My cost, 44 cents. And it sold for full asking price. It took about 5 months to sell. And it sold for $32.86. Nope, it was a full size teapot. Nope. It was a full size teapot. A regular size, no miniature. Nope, regular size teapot. It was about a 12-ounce teapot. Yep. And I bought it several, like I said, a whole bunch of ceramic stuff from this one. But it was a full size. Yeah. All right, this next item sold on Poshmark. Nope, it was a regular teapot. No miniature there. No. I don't really fool too much with, if I do that kind of stuff, I'll put it in my antique booth. I don't really fool with that on depending on what it is, if it's a full set. All right, this item is the Barbie 60th anniversary Black African American diamond inspired collector's doll. Barbie's 60th anniversary diamond collection. 60th anniversary. It did come with the stand. And it was still brand new, sealed. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Angie says pick this up for $10 and sell it for $60. Looks like a Tommy giveaway. Nope. Actually, I bought this retail arbitrage on clearance. And I bought a whole bunch of them. Actually, I say a whole bunch, but I think it was like 4 or 5, whatever they had left. But this was retail arbitrage. I did not get this from Tommy. Not today. Not this one, anyway. Terry says, pick this up for $3 and sell it for $45. Miss Denise says, pick it up for $1 and sell it for $59. Jennifer says, I would pass. Love says, I'd pick this up for $6 and sell it for $45. Regina says, pick it up for $10 and sell it for $65. TZ says, I'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for $25. And yes, it did sell on Posh. I did take an offer, by the way. And Cheryl says, I think she remembers from a couple of weeks ago when I sold one of these before. Pick it up for $10 and sell it for $75. I have to say, Cheryl is the closest. The closest. Cheryl is the closest to the total of both. Yeah. Carol says pick it up for $5 and sell it for $45.69. And Carol, you, I think, were with me when I bought these. When you, myself, and Robert. I got this at Ollie's bargain outlet store in Massachusetts, of course, but in Manchester, Winchester. I picked this up at Ollie's bargain outlet store on clearance right after Christmas. I paid $12.50 for this doll. Yes, you were, Carol. I paid $12.50 for this at Ollie's bargain outlet store after Christmas. And it sold for an offer to a watcher, sent me an offer, and I accepted it for $73. $73. And my cost was $12.50. I need to see if I have more of these left on Posh because I thought I did. I think I had to relist it because I don't know why I didn't have a quantity. Because I have more. But yeah. Sure did. All right, this next item also sold on Poshmark. Yes, I do, Carol. Yes, I do. All right, now this is an interesting bag. It's Chella, C-H-A-L-A, Gemini, burgundy crossbody bag, canvas messenger, and the bag is 3-in-1 body, fanny pack, hip bag. This had 3-in-1 bags. It is in burgundy and leather black, brownish black leather, crossbody strap. Now this one had the pull, and I'll show these in the pictures. The outer bag did come off where you can either wear it as a fanny pack, a crossbody bag, or a waist bag for your waist, because one of the bags came off. And I'll show them in the pictures here. This bag it clipped off, and you can use this for a smaller bag. This little bag right here came off, the little snaps. As you see here, it's not snapped to it. I just took a picture of it with it off. There's the little bag, the inside. It had that brass hardware to it. It was 9 3/4 inches wide. And of course, the little bag was smaller. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? It is similar to the original Big Lots, but with more items to choose from. All right, Tara says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $76. It's like a bargain outlet store. Yep. I just got a coupon for 15% off my entire sale. Incredible sale. Thank you. All right, Miss Denise says pick this up for 10 and sell it for 125. Upscale big lot. Yep, that's what I called it. Exactly. Let's see. Leave it, Miss Love says. Leave it. Regina says pick this up for 3 and sell it for 40. I like Ollie's, especially when I get the coupons. Most of the time I use it. And actually, that one I got for $12.50 because my coupon I had on that one was 30% off my entire purchase. So I used it when I bought those dolls. TZ says pick this up for 10 and sell it for 58. Miss Denise says, I love that bag. What brand is the bag? It's called CHALA Gemini. CHALA. That's the name of the bag. Will do, because we usually go with Carol, but I find that the one in Woonsocket is not as upscale as, I don't say upscale, but more variety than the one in Winston. Westminster, I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely. All right, and that's the type of bag it is. That's the name of it. All right, Susie says pick it up for 10 and sell it for 29. There's a link for Miss Josie in what town? The one I usually go to is the one in Winchendon. No, Westminster. That's the one we usually go to. Unless we meet up with Carol, she'll meet up with us there, or we'll go to the one in Woonsocket. Cheryl says pick it up for 5 and sell it for 35. Good morning, the stats. Hello, good morning, and welcome. I received a catalog from Montgomery Words. I was shocked. Thought the store didn't. They only do online now. Oh, love. I get those every now and then, mainly around Christmas, though. Yep. The stats. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Listening with my coffee. Good morning, and welcome. This one I picked up at a Goodwill for $7.49. There's a few in Connecticut. I don't think we ever been to the one in Connecticut. Have we, Carol? Or have we? Oh, I know what it was. The one, the Savers in Connecticut, I think I've been to. I picked this up for $7.49 at a Goodwill. And I did sell it with an offer to a watcher for $40. $40. And I paid $7.49 for it. All right. This next item sold on eBay. And Carol, you may not remember. I'm not going to say where I got it from, but you and Jeffrey were with me when I bought this one. This is an Eddie Bauer, the original Outdoor Outfitters red extra large front zipper jacket. Beautiful red. It had the elastic bottom and the wrist. The wrist and the waist was elastic. Extra large, 100% cotton, made in Korea. This is the first time I ever bought this brand in clothing. Extra clean. I mean, really nice and clean. Would y'all buy this or would you leave it? And I could tell this has been a while because of that tape measure in the back of it. It took me a while to list this one, to get it sold. Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure about that one. We're doing great. Here to say it's cold. Did Mark come in? Did I miss Mark and Mike? No. Terry says pick this up for 3 and sell it for 55. Regina says pick this up for 5 and sell it for 70. Carol says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $125.69. TZ says, pick this up for 5 and sell it for 65. Susie says, pick it up for 8 and sell it for 59. Actually, this was taken before I even moved my new, or was it? Actually, this is my new photo station when I moved it. Ms. Denise says, pick this up for 2 and sell it for 80. The stat said, pick this up for 2 and sell it for 25. Okay, I wasn't sure. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss them. Cheryl says, pick it up for 5 and sell it for 40. Now, this one I did take an offer. I picked this up when we did that meetup with Jeffrey. And let's see, it was Tooch, myself, Robert, Carol, her husband, and Jeffrey at the Jamestown Bazaar, Christmas Bazaar. And let's see. Love says pick it up for 6 and sell it for 30. I picked this up at the Jamestown Christmas Bazaar when we met up for $2. It was one of those thrift stores that was behind a church, but in the basement. And I picked this up for $2. And it sold for an offer to a watcher for $33.07. Yep. Not bad. All right, this next item sold on eBay. This is the Dr. Seuss Mr. Brown Can Moo. Can you? It's a plush from the Kohl's Care for Kids. It is a 13-inch new plush. New with tags from Kohl's Care. Kohl's Care. And that's what it says on the tag. Mr. Brown Can Moo. Can you? That's the original tag from 2020. Would you buy it or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Ooh, I was kind of close. Yep. Okay, there it is. Yeah, on every Sunday at 11. Terry says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for $14.99. I think I have one left in my store. I think I have one left. I might have just one left in my eBay store. If anybody ever goes to any of my stores, any platform I sell on, and you find something, put it in your shopping cart and send me a message. Please do not automatically purchase it. I will give you a discount. The stat says pick this up for 2 and sell it for $7. Regina says pick this up for 2 and sell it for $15. There's Buffalo Pickers doing the Defend the Hustle. That's every Love Holla says leave it. And this one I did send an offer. Somebody sent me an offer and I accepted it. Denise says pick this up for $1 and sell it for $45. And like I said, I think I have one left. I'll know when I get to the listing. And the only reason I let it go, because somebody sent me an offer. And I love accepting them. I let them have it, no problem. Cheryl says pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for $12. All right, so most of y'all might remember, whenever you see anything that has Kohl's Care or Kohl's, I got this last year from my birthday with a $150 gift card for a birthday gift. So my goal was to take everything with me going to Kohl's. And my plan was to, and I did a goal, where everything had to be bought with the gift card on clearance. And then I matched that. But then I took the Kohl's cash and went back and bought more on clearance. So originally this was free. To me, it was free. but it was on clearance for $2.50. I used my gift card for it, and it was free to me. But it was on clearance for $2.50. This one I did take an offer, and I let him have it for $12.57, and I only have one left. And I did take an offer, and it's for $12.57. Only because I got it for free. So yeah, I'll let him have it with no problem. And I do have one of those left. All right, this next item is sold on, actually the next two are sold on Etsy. This is the iron-on transfer silver sequence 1-inch letters, new sealed. Silver sequence letters, 1 inches. New in package. Don't forget to let me know it's you. I will give you a discount. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for. T-shirt stamping show tomorrow at 11:30. She hates coffee? I didn't know that, Jennifer. Yep, only got one left. Terry says, pick it up for $1. Wait for the show up and stream. And sell it for $5.99. And stuff like this I only have listed in my Etsy store. Somebody remembers. 11 cents and sell it for $7.99. Really, Jennifer? My grandma used to give it to me in a cup, the little S&H green stamps cups. She dilute it with milk. Ugh. I didn't know that, Jennifer. Yep, that's right. This kind of stuff I only sell on Etsy because it's crafting. On this, I don't cross post on these things. Well, I'm not seeing any other comments. Regina remembers that I paid 11 cents for this, where every now and then, if you go to Ocean State Job Lot, if you have one in your area, be on the lookout because they do these things that are called the mystery box, and this was labeled crafting. It is guaranteed to have at least 100 pieces per box. So my cost per piece came out to 11 cents. However, I sold this for full asking price of $12.86. It's a mystery box that they put out every now and then. It should be wrapped as a present. It gives you a type of what's in there, and guaranteed to have at least 100 pieces in it. Yeah, I love Ocean State Job Lot. Again, it's like something that you might find here and there, but these type of mystery boxes, there are usually an X amount of those set up per store. So what I did was I went to every one in my area and I bought everyone they had. I sure did. So yeah, I paid 11 cents for it, and it sold for $12.86. Now this next item up to show, this is a vintage 1990s Avon. It's an Avon cultured bow purple crystal gold tone brooch. And it has the crystals at the top, and it has them at the bottom. Got that cabochon. I'm going to press that. There's the brooch pictures in each angle. There was a scratch on the cabochon. There's the back of it. It is marked Avon. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Oh, I love them. Yeah. Now, there are some things that carry all the time, but it's like a hit and miss. If you miss it, and sometimes you go back for the same thing and they don't have it. Because we used to get these breakfast bars that was like a protein bar, but they don't sell them anymore. They're out of stock. They don't carry them. So Terry says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $12. Yes, Cheryl, that's where I get my coffee. You're making me crazy. That's the only place I can find it. Regina says pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for $14.95. I am just waking up. Maxwell in my cup. I supposed to be $14.95. I kind of figured that one, Regina. Love says that she would pick this up for $4 and sell it for $27. Anyone else? Oh, I love You're Making Me Crazy coffee. But I find they're the only place that has it. The one I like, anyway. Every now and then I'll get some for Christmas. But yeah. I haven't seen the pods yet. The like K-Cup ones. I haven't seen any in stock lately. But then again, it's been a while that I've been there. Let's see. The stat says they would pick this up for $2 and sell it for $15. Miss Denise says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $32. I love doing Avon jewelry. Some, depending on what they are. This one I picked up at an estate sale in a jewelry lot. It was a Ziploc bag full of jewelry. My cost on this came out to 48 cents. My cost, 48 cents. And I sold it for full asking price of $38.86. What's going on with Robert? That's Robert. It's got to be. Who's at my front door? Why would the wait a minute? Did the garage door open too? That's the pest control outside. Interesting. Sounded like the garage door opened. What the world? All right, I need to go see if that was the garage door that opened. Why it did that, I don't know. All right, let me see if anybody else has got anything, and I'll be Mia. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? I'll be right back. I got to go check something. All right. He just rang the camera in the front picked him up on the doorbell. That's all. I thought the garage door opened. It's like, what is that? All right. Not a fan of Folgers. I like my strong coffee. Everybody's saying, yeah, go check. Yeah, because like that sounded like the garage door opened. So much coffee. Mia. I thought it might have been Robert too, but it's not. Nope. He's at work. They have to work right now because he's got a major project he's working on, so they're making him go in on Fridays now, for now. All right, so this one, like I said, I picked it up for 48 cents, and it sold for $38.86. The next item to show, and the final one for today's show. All right, this is Xbox One, brand new sealed Wreckfest for the Xbox One, new sealed. There's all the different pictures. I do that of everything. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it's. Yeah, that's what it sounded like it, but it was because he also, not only did, what happened was the camera went off and then he hit the doorbell. That's why it made those sounds. Jeffrey says pick this up for 25 and sell it for 50. And Terry says pick this up for $4 and sell it for 50. Jennifer says pick it up for $1 and sell it for 30. This one didn't take long to sell, which I was surprised. I thought it might take a little longer, but it didn't take long. Stats say pick this up for $1 and sell it for 5. Mia says pick this up for 3 and sell it for 40. I have no idea if that's a good game or not. I didn't either, but I did pick it up. Lenora says pick it up for 5 and sell it for 35. Usually, when I pick up these, they're usually only new sealed, unless I have to, if it's all scratched up, I'll leave it. But if I have to clean it, I do have a cleaner for it, but I'm just not guessing. That's all right. It's all good. Regina says pick this up for 5 and sell it for 50. I'm going to say this because I usually don't say this when I'm selling stuff. This is considered my little bread and butter, so to say, for this one. I usually never say bread and butter stuff, but this one seemed, it falls in that category. Because again, it was new sealed. And it only took maybe 3 days to sell, if that long. I picked this up from Whatnot, which I very seldom ever buy. But this is from Buffalo Picker Tommy's Whatnot sale. I happened to catch it. And I paid $6 for this from Tommy Buffalo Picker on his Whatnot. And again, my cost was only $6, and I sold it for full asking price of $19.25. This is when Tommy just recently, he did the end of the year blowout sale, and I picked this one up on his Whatnot sale. Yeah. I grew up on none of this stuff. The only thing I did grow up on, which we can only play on the weekends with our parents, was the Atari. The one before the Atari was some off-brand name thing we used to use. But we were never allowed to play them unless the parents were there. But yeah, I picked it up from Tommy on his Whatnot sale. It's going to pop back up in a few minutes. Watch. Maybe. Nope. All right. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. Again, I was supporting somebody else, and I made some money from it. So yeah, I don't mind. So remember, every Friday we do the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It? If you have anything that's so then you would love to share on the show, make sure you email me at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com. Have it in my inbox before 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays. You can do it now if you like, and I do store all items that are sent in to me for that, and make sure the Commodore 64, that's it. Yep. And I do store them, but in the email, make sure you have the link to the item that's sold. If you're not sure how to do a link, at least send me a screenshot with it from the platform it's sold on so I can find it. What did you buy it for? How much you paid for it? Where did you buy it? And if you know how long it took to sell. And if you took a offer, what was that offer for? Let me know in the email, and I'll be glad to share it on next week's show. As long as it's in my inbox before 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now I'm going to go ahead and drop some links in the chat. as I have to cheat because I do copy and paste these, of course. The first one is for Jennifer's channel. This next one is for Jennifer's Etsy store. Thank you, love. Have a great weekend. There's her Etsy store. And here is her buy her a milkshake. All the milkshakes bring the boys to the yellow. Do they? And here is the link. If anybody would like to come on up and promote your channel and anything you have going on for even the weekend, you're more than welcome to come on up. Just make sure your camera and your mic is connected because it will not allow you to come on unless those are connected. And I will pin that to the top of the chat. Here we go. Okay, she's got to go. The mod with the most. That's right. And also, don't forget, yesterday's topic was about that new website that I found out that was been in business since 2008 is the Vinted website. I do have a referral code that's in my community post, and I did post it on the Facebook page and group. If you would like to be interested in checking it out, I do have a referral code. I will be listing some things this weekend on that platform. I was amazed on how much different categories they had. And it's all free, no fees, no shipping costs. You just list and collect. You do get your label, they send it to you, and you ship it out. The customer pays the fees and the shipping cost. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It'd be greatly appreciated. It does help the channel, by the way. And you will notice I do, if you go to my home page, I have revamped the home page. It has a different look to it. Tina says, where went? Got to check out Ruby Lane. Every time I do a research on something, Ruby Lane comes up a lot, but I thought it was the name of a company with it's called Vint, Vinted. If you go to my community tab, it's the first comment that I posted yesterday. It's got the link and everything. If you want to sign up for it, it's free. But it's also a referral link. Yeah, it's called Vinted, and it is in my community post. I just posted it yesterday morning. Do you want to come up now or after the show? Wave in the front of the camera if you want to come on now or after the show. Just don't do anything. Now? Okay. I'm going to add you now. There's Miss Ellen.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in.
Hello, Angela. Hello,
We're not looking at me this morning. Sorry.
Good morning. Hello, and welcome. You can sell on there. So can you sell if you are a business? From what I read, you can, but you cannot use it as far as print on demand, bulk items, lots. There's a whole list of stuff you cannot do as a business. Now, they do have a business one that you can apply for and sign up for. But if you do things like bulk, multiples, lots, replenish, drop ship, and that kind of stuff, you cannot. You have to do it as a business. There is a business pro that you have to sign up for. If you don't do those type of things, you can just sign up for it. But that's what I read and learned. You do have to do it as a business pro if you do those things. There's a list of things you cannot do as just a sign up. But if you're doing it as a business, you have to do business pro when it comes to that list of stuff. And that's what they listed it as for being as a business for that category. There's a different platform that you can use, but it's called Business Pro. I did look all that up, but I did sign up for it, and I'm going to be listing this weekend. Well, while you're up here, don't forget to tell everybody about what you do. Is it once a month you're doing this the show you've been doing? Ellen?
Yes, I started this in October. I call it Thursday Get Together, and it's a multi-seller show. It's a long show. We went over 6 hours yesterday. It was the most views I've ever had. Thank you all so much for coming and supporting it. It was really, really fun. We had 14 people, so that's a little bit much for me. So I'm gonna limit it to 12. I'm gonna have hopefully 10 regulars and a couple of guest spots and rotate people through. The whole idea is to catch people that maybe you don't normally see because you're on in the morning and they watch in the afternoon. So you get a morning spot. Well, morning for me because it's only 11 a.m. when I start, but it starts at 1 p.m. Eastern. So you all do the math. I lose it and get confused. So
And actually, it's 1:11
1:11.
is the
Yep.
start date time. Yeah.
Yep. So, and then we usually end around 6:30 Eastern, and we just take 10-minute rounds. I know some people like their 20-minute rounds. Everybody does 20-minute rounds. That's not what this show is about. It's about getting exposure and getting to hang out with sellers that maybe you don't sell with, so now you can hang out backstage and chit chat.
I
It's
have to
just
say, it
fun.
was
We
nice to see Joanne on there yesterday too.
Oh, Joanne, she's on with me the last Tuesday of every month. Also with Terry, we do tie-dye trio, and that's a fun show. And then Regina's on with me the second Thursday of every month, Tag Team Thursday. And yeah, and then actually this Tuesday is going to be my birthday and community thank you giveaway show again. And people are starting to catch on that there may be deals on that show. So if your birthday is in February, you'll want to come on by. You must be present to win. That is one of my rules for that giveaway.
Yeah, I watched the majority of the show yesterday, even though I was cooking. So I
Yeah, I
do what
know.
had
We
to
were
do to come
hollering
back.
at you.
Uh-huh.
We were hollering at you.
I know. But yeah, I was watching the whole show, and it's amazing on what everybody was bringing.
Well, and that's the other part of it too, because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't want to sit through a whole jewelry show. I sell a lot of jewelry, but I know a lot of people that sell a lot of other things. They might have jewelry too, but I personally, as a buyer, I always enjoyed the mixed auctions, and not for nothing, but sometimes when you get the 20-minute spots, if they're selling something you don't want to, you're just not interested, you walk away and,
Yeah.
so I kind of like the fast paced 10-minute, sell what you want, starting bid, buy it now, whatever you want to do. I currently have been modding. I'm trying my best. I might have to hit Miss Jennifer up. We were discussing that. So, Jennifer, yeah, you want a mod? We'll pay you something. Because it's quite a bit to, as you know, Johnny, do all the
It's a
stuff
lot
behind
of
the
work.
scenes.
Yeah.
And as Regina's quickly learning, there's a lot of buttons and they don't always work the way they're supposed to.
Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into doing a show that long.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, I love it. And, middle of my show, I have to leave and go outside and feed my animals, but I have awesome people on the panel that can step up, just like, well, there's Cockatoo. She's saying hi. They step up just like when you went on vacation. You can trust these people and they take care of business, and it's great. Oh, yeah, and I can't forget, Wendy and I are now doing a show also the second Tuesday of the month, and that's going to be called the Hippie Chicky and Wonder Woman show. So,
Yeah, that's why when I do auctions, I don't always do all jewelry. I have a little
right.
bit of everything because I don't
Yeah.
want to do. It's just me. I just don't do all jewelry.
Yeah. So I love it. I have fun, and I have to sit on my hands a lot. Modding keeps me from bidding, so that's awesome. And
Yeah.
the sellers are welcome to bid. The sellers are welcome to put in their hashtag because we all buy from each other. So that's the other deal, which it's my little gig. I mean, I've taken advertising and I've actually owned the brick and mortar. I know how this all works.
Yeah.
We do 3 giveaways at the end of the show, and it's a $3. I call it a together token. You get to pick any vendor you like that you purchased from. If you didn't purchase, they're non-expirable, but they are only good on that show once a month.
Now, also mention about your birthday thing you do every month on your channel.
Yeah, every month it is the third Tuesday, and I do a community giveaway and a birthday giveaway. It has to be your birthday month to win that prize. So, everybody gets a shot. And it's just my way of saying thank you, because this community, I mean, I wouldn't be here without them. And I have had so many people do such nice kindnesses to me. And I can tell you that it was the second or third birthday gift that I gave away. The woman emailed me and she said, it's been so many years since someone gave me a birthday present. I just cried. And I mean, I'm not spending a lot of money. I'm going through Amazon and I order like a little kit that has like a tumbler and some bath stuff, or I don't know, fun girly things,
Mhm.
But that just makes me feel so good that I made someone else feel good. And that's what it's all about, because you guys, wow, I mean, I got little messages from YouTube today. Hey, you did really great, and your show went, bigger than you've ever been. And I was, it was just, it makes you feel good that people out there actually are interested. So thank
Yep.
you, thank you, thank you.
All right. And if anybody else has anything to share, you're more than welcome to come on up, especially if you have anything on the weekends or you have anything going on you want to share or promote. You're more than welcome to come on up. Also, don't forget, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Mark and I do the morning boost. We are no longer doing the Monday wind down, so this Monday will not be a show. And of course, Wednesday is the Hump Day auction at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then again on Thursday is the morning question and answer, open and collaborated network. And then, of course, next Friday again will be our Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It? Also, do not forget Monday. Ella's doing a holiday special where it's going to be all the holidays celebrating auction, where it's going to be not a particular holiday or celebration for the year. It's going to be any and all holidays throughout the year type auction. I will be on that one at 1:30. And I think that'll be the last one I got coming up this week. Yeah. And then again, don't forget the Reseller Community Shop Hop Train Sale on the last Saturday of each month. For February 28th, I do have 4 spots left. For anyone who would like to sign up for it, please make sure you do email me at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com and let me know. And if you would like to be a guest on the Hump Day auction, I am booked all the way through July. June, I do have openings in July, except for July the 8th. Everything else is open for July. If you would like to, also email me, and in the subject line, put it for which show you would like, whether it's the Hump Day or the Reseller one for the Community Shop Hop at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com. So as I say before I end each and every show, don't forget, check out everybody's shows during the week, during the weekend, and check out the community calendar. So as I say before I end each and every show, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. Until we meet again, later. Peace out, and y'all come back now, you hear? That's right.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. See the special man.